To me, my personal branding has really started at the beginning of 2024. So I've been in this industry for 12 years, and I sat down and I said, man, I'm connected within this industry to a few hundred people. I had 3,500 connections. And I said, if I ever want to do something else, or if I lost my job tomorrow in COVID, how many people lost their job, right? I'll be pretty screwed. I mean, I can apply to many different jobs and I can go through the process and maybe it works out, right? But having a brand is so powerful. And I said to myself, I'm going to post one piece of content every single day on LinkedIn for 2024, and then I'll see what happens, right? It's been 8 months of continuous posting. So I've done over 200 posts and the results are ridiculous. If you look at this, I've gone from 3,500 to 20,000 followers, right? Which isn't like, it's not Instagram kind of level where you're a celebrity or something, but these are real connections on LinkedIn, right? I've had more
That's huge, by the way.
Yes. Especially in this region.
Especially for such a niche.
Yes.
Like, go on.
And then I had 5 million views on impressions on these articles, which means some of them have gone viral to like 500,000 people have viewed one piece of content, right? Which then drove all the new connections and all that kind of stuff. But that is all just vanity metrics and it doesn't really help you with anything, right? The much more interesting part that comes with it is, I'm in the corporate world, right? I'm in the war of talent, and there's a great book on this, War on Talent, where you need to get the best people, otherwise you're not going to get anywhere, right, with your business. Now, we talk about talent gap here in the Middle East, and we want better talent and all of that kind of stuff. How do you attract the better talent? No one knows capital.com. It's a great name. We're making a lot of money, but at the end of the day, it's a very niche kind of brand, right? Of course. So how do I convince someone that works at JP Morgan or at Google to work in my team? They're like, who's capital.com, right? But I found that with building a brand, so many people reach out to me and say, hey,
building a personal brand,
right? As the CEO of the company. And I'm not the typical writing, oh, we've just won this award, or our figures are up, this and this. I focus on 4 or 5 content pieces. One is personal finance, which everyone is interested in because you have to figure out what to do with your money, right? I focus on jobs and changing jobs and building the right kind of teams and that kind of stuff. I focus on travel because that's very important to myself. That is what makes me happy. I don't need to drive an expensive car or be in an expensive house. To me, travel is so important. Which a lot of people connect to as well. And then it's, marketing challenges that I have. Like I did a post on how do I get to my ICPs better and how do I find 50 more of them? And, the amount of agencies that came to me or people that had ideas on how to get there, it was phenomenal. Yeah. So I bring new people that are interested in this that can help me with a challenge that I have in my day-to-day. I don't hide the challenges. I speak about them openly, right? Or I tell stories about something that has happened and that's just ridiculous or whatever the hook is. And that makes me very relatable to a lot of people and brings a lot more people in there. So I've had great help in hiring a better team, a higher quality team. I've got a podcast myself, right? A lot of people listen to that podcast before they have an interview with me and say, hey, I've listened to hours of content or I've read your LinkedIn posts and I really want to work with you because you as a leader is exactly what I aspire to become myself or want to work with because I've got a shitty situation at the moment and I want to change, right? And so I haven't made millions by growing a brand myself, but it has helped me tremendously in my day-to-day to advance on my goals that I have for the company and on a personal level.